Hello and welcome, YouTube. Welcome to 10E Productions with 10. I am 10, your host, obviously. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than every other one. This is more of a kind of PSA one. I love fishing. Hold on. And, I usually go fishing once in a while, and all that kind of stuff. I have been going to a pond lately. Well, it's more of a state park. It's a Veterans Memorial Park, and they have a pond that allows fishing. When I go for walks, but I also go for another reason. I tend to pick up a lot of fishing line and other various garbage that a lot of people who fish leave behind, and I find it very disgusting. I go with gloves, I have a bag, and I have a special container that I put stuff that I kind of want to keep in so that I don't hurt myself. Yes, that was a Clorox bleach container, but it suits my needs perfectly. That being said, I have actually been doing it for probably 6 weeks, and I have very much picked up a lot of fishing line. I've picked up probably the equivalent of 10 pounds of fishing line. Oh no! Sorry about that. My little sign fell. Yes, as I was saying, I've picked up, fishing line. I've picked up dozens of cigarette butts and just various other stuff, including reels and bait containers and all that. It's really nasty what people leave behind. And I feel disgusted just knowing that people would just leave their fishing lines behind. I get it that they get caught in trees, I get it they get caught on rocks and all that, but, if you can, try to grab what you leave, or try to grab the majority of it. If you can, cut the line, cut it, look closer to where it's caught, or try to reel in as much as possible. I've found lines in the water and I've pulled out, and it just takes a hard yank and you can get the majority of it back. Animals die from this. The hooks sometimes still have bait on them, and fish still go after the hooks, and they get caught on them, and since nobody's at the other end, they'll get stuck and they'll die. Somebody was telling me about a swan that choked on a hook. It was feeding off of underwater grass and all that stuff, and got a hook stuck in its throat and, well, basically choked to death. Turtles have died and all that. So this quote-unquote PSA is just, if you are hiking near a pond and all that, and people fish, just try to grab some of it. You don't have to grab a lot, just some of it. I mean, you can also find some really cool stuff by grabbing stuff. Some of the stuff that they leave behind are in pretty good condition. Others, they're garbage. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I have found while picking up. Mind you, this is 6 weeks worth, so it's not a lot, but it's not a small amount either. As you can see, these are some of the rubber baits, the silicone rubber, the fake worms that they have, various shapes, various sizes. They're all shiny-ish. This one still had a hook in it. Again, that's also dangerous. I found this one on ground, and the hook was up, and if you have a small kid with you and all that, they could step on that. Or if you have dogs or other animals around, they could get hurt. Hold on. I mean, these are some of the hooks that I have found. These are the ones that are still in good condition, so you can probably reuse them. But I mean, others are like very, very old and rusted. I mean, look at the size of these things. That's my finger. Imagine that going into your foot or into an animal's foot. They're going to be really damaged. So, again, if you can just pull some of the hooks that you find, just throw them out or keep them if they're in good repair, go ahead. Make a difference. I also found like bobbers and sinkers, the weights of various makes. Some of them, I don't know if they're all aluminum or not. Some of them do look like they're lead. The older weights. So again, not really good to leave these things around, especially if they are lead. I think most of them are banned. So if they are lead, they're probably either old ones or people are still using their lead ones. Again, the bobbers, they look like brightly colored stuff. The animals might swallow them. I don't think any animals that stupid, but you never know. Again, also the line, it's everywhere. You got swivels and all that too. I mean, just think if the animals swallow these or something, they can get stuck and hurt themselves. Obviously, some of them are not in the greatest condition. Others are in still somewhat serviceable condition. So, I mean, if you can find some, I mean, hey, free stuff, right? Some more various lures that I found. This one I actually think is really cool looking. Um, Somebody just left it on the dock. Again, you got these kinds, the little jellyfish ones. This one's got like a combination of the two. You even have ones that kind of look like frogs with things. I think those are where the hooks were. As you can see, the hooks were rusted off. I just kept it because I think it looks kind of cool. But yeah, just imagine animals getting a hold of these, thinking they're real food and all that, and just choking on them. This is the last thing I have to show. Um, I actually kind of like this one. It really does look like a fish. When I found it, I thought it was a bait fish at first, but then I realized that it's just a lure. Um, Shiny, shiny. But yeah, again, this was on the ground, so it wasn't in the water. But some bird might think it's actual food and try to eat it. And again, imagine that hook going right into its beak or something. Basically, all I'm just trying to say is if you get a chance to, try to clean up some of the mess that you see. It doesn't necessarily have to be fishing line and all that. Regular garbage helps. I don't know why people just throw garbage on the ground, but like I said, I've been cleaning up for a while. People have asked me what I do, why I'm doing it, and honestly, I tell them that I do it because I care. I do it because I want to help out, and because it's disgusting. Just human beings are disgusting. Um, this was my rant slash PSA. Um, Sorry about this. I just wanted to share stuff that I found and other, just help out the environment. It's really disgusting to see garbage on the ground. That's the thing. I mean, I've even found tees. TEE, not TEA. The stuff you hit golf balls with. I've found dozens of them. Just dumped out. Either they fell out of somebody's pocket or the person just dropped them on the ground, not caring. So it's not just fisher people that do this. It's other people. So if you go on walks at a park or just along the sidewalk, bring a pair of gloves, bring a plastic bag with you, and if you happen to see garbage, do us a favor. Pick it up a little bit. Leave the environment a better place for your kids or for some other person's kids. because you may not have kids, but somebody else does, and they would like to have their kids to have a nice place to play and live in. Thank you. Again, I apologize for this type of video, but I just couldn't keep it to myself anymore. Have a great day. Adios y hasta luego.